one of the most.
All right, and we're live again. These brackets and stuff are coming through at strange, crazy times. We got Gordon Ryan versus Victor Hugo here. This should be a great match. Gordon Ryan, obviously the favorite of the tournament, but Victor Hugo is definitely a challenge for anybody in the world, and definitely a giant. I'm watching some great foot sweep action here. I've been researching some of Danaher's takedown stuff lately, and using foot sweeps and snap downs as like the jab of your takedown game. And you see that a lot in this ADCC, and you're seeing a lot with Gordon and Victor Hugo here in their match. Victor Hugo pulls close guard here, looks to attack an outside Urigatami, which is a arm lock where the arm is being compressed here. But Gordon always seems to be able to shake those off. I wonder what the deal is on that. Gordon looking to pass the guard from this position, really kind of going at a slow and efficient pace here. Gordon looking to set up some positions of subtle advantage where he's going to be close to the pass, making sure that he's not in front of the feet of Victor Hugo. All of Victor Hugo's attacks will come on when Gordon is in front of his feet so that Victor Hugo can make solid connections with him. And you see Gordon here settling into the headquarters position. Gordon on a crazy, something like a 59 fight win streak. Looking for a nice like leg drag backstep combination here. Gordon tries to step over to mount. Victor Hugo tries to sit up out of mount. And Gordon getting that underhook head control here. Excellent stuff from Gordon, straight to mount. Very dominant in his passing. Kind of a crazy, idea for Victor Hugo to pull guard and be so free and open to deal with the great passing of Gordon. It doesn't look so good for him from here. Gordon is advancing his hips up into a higher mount, has both of Victor Hugo's arms isolated above his head. Very good stuff for Gordon. Gordon really just being patient here in total control. We saw Victor Hugo in the Gi World Championships come back and have a miraculous victory. Man, I've been watching most of the ADCC all day today, and Gordon's still in this mounted position, moving into an S mount variation. Getting the figure 4 arm wrap. Victor Hugo slightly escaping his elbow. And Gordon sort of allows Victor Hugo to put him back into a half guard. And this is commonly known as a technique called backtracking, where you let someone trap your ankle, or you let someone have the hope of them being able to get their guard back, and then you take that hope away from them. But that's a interesting strategy to play against Victor Hugo, since he, in his World Championship match, made up such a differential from just having an ankle, and he came all the way back. Ken Shalai says Gordon Ryan is hard to beat. Yes, that is 100% true. Gordon Ryan in the top half guard here, looking to go and knee cut his way through the guard. Changes it, puts his knee back down, looking to get better control on the upper body. Victor Hugo is on his side, and Gordon would like to see him flat. Let's see what kind of upper body grips Gordon elects to choose here. It looks like Victor Hugo is looking for a deep half guard variation, but Gordon has a nice overback grip, and Victor Hugo uses this to try to get underneath Gordon. Gordon steps out, and Gordon's back to passing the guard. Interesting stuff here. Gordon does some interesting footwork, and they're ending up in a crazy kind of scramble type position. And Victor Hugo turtles. Gordon Ryan steps over, and looks like he is going to land in the S mount here, walking the legs back and going back to the mounted position. Looking like he's going to get some points here. Yep, he gets 3 points for passing the guard. Gordon thinking about offering that foot back to him. He does. Victor Hugo goes and he traps that ankle. And Gordon pummels his foot free, or he's trying to pummel his foot free. It's hard to get that foot back. Victor Hugo really made a run of that at the World Championships. But this is a great tactic from Mount. Braulio Estima did this to me, where he let me get control of his foot, and then he would pass again. Here, Gordon just passed again. He goes back into S mount and got a whole instructional on this. Gordon did a beautiful S mount chair sit to get to the back earlier so that he could immediately trap the arm and go for his patented rear naked choke finish. Gordon up 6-0 here, and looking like he's going for an arm bar to triangle, and they kind of stand up, run out of bounds, and get into a wild scramble type position. And Victor Hugo had ran Gordon out of bounds. They're both back into the standing position. If I was Victor Hugo, I don't know how willing I would be to pull guard. Victor Hugo does a shot, and he ends up in a front headlock situation and ends up having to pull guard. Gordon's still on top here, looking to do stuff from his his latest guard passing DVD. Ken Chalet says, "Did you know Victor Hugo wrote Les Miserables? Probably a different guy." I can almost guarantee that it is a different guy, indeed. And here you see the same kind of situation where Victor Hugo is in half guard, and he's really on his side. And Gordon looking to try to get a grip together. He has a potential for a Darce choke here, even though I don't think he will use it as a submission. You don't see too many Darce chokes from Gordon, but what he does use is he uses submissions as a way to advance the position to pass the guard. They scramble out, and Gordon ends back up in a knee cut type position. Gordon had 8-0. I guess he got the 2 from the front headlock situation where Victor Hugo pulled guard. That technically counts as a takedown, even though it was less of a takedown and Victor Hugo just pulled guard because of the submission threat, most likely. And Victor Hugo really content here to play guard with 1 minute left. And Victor Hugo goes in to try to attempt a looks like a leg lock here. Yep, tries to get underneath Gordon. Brings the leg over to 50-50. But Gordon's leg defense is immaculate, and it should be hard to get anything really going here for Victor Hugo. Victor Hugo comes on top. It looks like there might not be a submission in this match. 25 seconds left. I know Gordon's probably not going to be happy unless there is a submission. Ken Shaloya says he ordered sneakers off my Amazon link. Victor Hugo going for an Estima lock. Gordon's foot slips out. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. And it looks like Gordon will take this one pretty easily. Another dominant victory for Gordon. Well, that just about does it for the day for Gordon. And really impressive display and performance once again. I was just so disappointed to see Gary Tonon's performance. Man, I'm a huge fan of Gary, and he lost to this no-name guy, and I felt Gary was way better, and he just underperformed majorly. So I don't know. All right. Well, that's the end of Gordon's fights for today. I hope to join you guys tomorrow for more live action. Thank you so much.